Hello everybody, I am Dr. Lodhi, Kaneez Fatema Niyaz Ahmed, Head of the Department Political Science in J.A.T Arts Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon Dist-Nashik. You all are welcome in this video lecture entitled Forest Right Act 2006, Part 1. Forest Right Act 2006. The Scheduled Tribes and other traditional forest dwellers Act 2006 is a result of the protected struggle by the marginal and tribal communities of our country to assert their rights over the forest land over which they were traditionally dependent. This act is crucial to the rights of millions of tribals and other forest dwellers in different parts of our country, as it provides for the restitutions of deprived forest rights across India, including both individual right to cultivate land in forest and community right over common property resources. The law concerns the right of forest dwelling communities to land and other resources denied to them over decades as a result of continuance of colonial forest law in India. Definition under the Act: community forest resources means customary common forest land within the traditional or customary boundaries of the village or seasonal use of landscape. In the case of pastoral community, including reserve forest, protected forest and protected areas such as sanctuaries and national parks to which the community had traditional access. Critical wildlife habitat means such area of national park and sanctuaries where it has been specifically and clearly established, case by case, on the basis of scientific and objective criteria, that such area are required to be kept as inviolate for the purpose of wildlife conservation, as may be determined and notified by the central government in the Ministry of Environment and Forest after open process of consultation by an expert committee. Forest dwelling scheduled tribes means the member or community of the scheduled tribe who primarily reside in and who depend on the forest or forest land for bona fide livelihood needs and include the scheduled tribe pastoralities communities. Forest land means land of any description falling within any forest area and include unclassified forest under market forest, existing or deemed forest, protected forest, reserve forest, sanctuaries and national parks. Minor forest produce include all non-timber forest produce of plant origin including bamboo, brushwood, stumps, cane, tusar, cocoons, honey, wax, lac, tendu, or kendu leaves, medicinal plant, and herbs, roots, tubers, and the like. Types of rights under the Act are right to hold and live in the forest land under the individual or common occupation, for habitation or for self cultivation for livelihood by a member or members of forest dwelling, scheduled tribe or other traditional forest dwellers. Community rights such as Nistar by whatever name called, including those used in princely state, zamindari, or such intermediary regimes. The right of ownership, access to collect, use, and dispose of minor forest produce include all non-timber forest produce of plant origin which has been traditionally collected within or outside village boundaries. Other community right of uses of entitle, entitlements such as fish and other products of water bodies, grazing, and traditional seasonal resources, access of nomadic or pastoralist community. Types of rights under the Act are rights including community tenures of habitat and habitation for primitive tribal groups and pre-agriculture communities. Right in or over disputed land under any nomenclature in any state where claimed are disputed. Right for conservation of pattas or leases or grants issued by any local council or any state government on forest land to titles. Rights of settlement and conservation of all forest, village, old habitation, unsurveyed village and other villages in forest, whether recorded, notified or not, into revenue villages. Right to protect, regenerate or conserve or manage any community forest resources while which they have been traditionally protecting and conserving for sustainable use. Rights which are recognized under any state law or laws of any autonomous districts, council or autonomous regional council, or which are accepted as rights of tribals under any traditional or customary law of the concerned tribes of any state. Right of access to biodiversity and community right to intellectual property and traditional knowledge related to biodiversity and cultural diversity. Any other traditional rights customarily enjoyed by the forest dwelling, scheduled tribes, or other traditional forest dwellers, as the case may be, which are not mentioned in clause 1 to 11 but excluding traditional rights of hunting or trapping, extracting a part of the body of any species of wild animal. Eligibility criteria. Eligibility to get right under the Act is confined to those who primarily reside in forest and who depend on forest and forest land for a livelihood. Further, either the claimant must be a member of the scheduled tribes, schedules in that area, or must have been residing in the forest for 75 years. Thank you very much for listening this video lecture.